Hello everyone, this is Fenris Lycon, back from vacation. It's been over a week since I've recorded the last episode, so I'm a little rusty. I apologize. And just thank you to everyone who's been commenting, giving me tips, encouragement, just commenting on the video. It's been a lot of fun. Uh, and I've left myself a pretty good mess. But in all honesty, I think things aren't as bad as they've been in the previous two episodes. So, we have our biggest problem right now is a water shortage. If we check that right now, it's, I believe, mostly from leaks. We have one here, here. That's a power, which we have so much power we don't have to worry about. Those the only three. Okay, so we only have two over here. So as long as this area has metals, they do, and I think the rocket has some. Yes, that's one of the kind of nice parts. We are low on metals, so let's quickly get like the two little bits on the map. So we'll get you guys over. So the water should be resolved very quickly, especially once we get this up. So once we get those leaks, we should be okay with water. We do have starving colonists, but I think the farms we put down, especially once we get the water fixed, should solve our food problem. In fact, I think the our two domes here gave all their food to the other ones. In fact, they just got a harvest, so we should be pretty good for food going forward. But, and this is something I should have done before, what are the dangers to our colony going forward? So we should kind of like think about this so we don't get into the same problem. So I'm doing this to help kind of remind myself what's going on. I apologize if I'm being a little long-winded. We just got out of a dust storm, but a cold wave is the next thing, and Metatron hitting us. He's been loving to hit kind of our nice compacted areas. That's also where our heaters are. So we're going to lose power and need a ton of power if we get hit by Metatron around a cold wave. Likewise, up here we kind of have the similar problem where Metatron has nice spots for us to hit. And that's also where our drone hub is here. This area is much larger, so we should kind of consider another drone hub and making additional power areas. And kind of going back, I'm going to bring these tips that people kind of bring up just because they're pretty good. Merger HM or MH, I believe, pointed out when we had a huge population here growing, we could have put the fungal farms around here for the food and to use that population. That means we could have delayed placing this dome up, which means we would have had the mole up already. And that kind of brings the other thing we should be concerned about. Resources. We look really good on advanced resources. Metals and concrete, we are very sorely lacking, or we're having trouble with them. Especially moving them between the colonies, we need them for maintenance. When we get the mole up, we'll be solved on metals, but concrete. Let's consider other ways we can get concrete. We have an extractor here, but we're getting low, and we have another extractor over here, kind of off to the side. But there's another way for us to get concrete, and there's multiple ways in which to do things, which is one of the great parts of this game. We should consider them, and that's kind of my bad for the food. If we go in, I've been a little bit too focused, I believe, on kind of like these wonders. Like we need power to run the wonders, but we need concrete to build any of them. We could definitely make use of the waste rock processors, and we'll get that before either of these two. Likewise, to help for water, I also think the water recommendation would help quite a bit in the dome where we have all those farms. at least for now, it's pretty cheap for us to build. So let's get in. It's been a little bit long for a kind of an intro, so I apologize. We might lose a few colonists, but I'm hoping it's only gonna be a few, mostly from water and it's a renegade too. So, from food too. Okay, we're water positive. Let's just check these. I could also potentially consider removing some of these just to help. But
colonist has died.
okay, only 2 so far. Yeah, the renegades can steal stuff as long as they're not taking anything any food. Okay, food shortage looks like it's going down. We've gotten all those kind of nice food in. This area does need more metals. And we'll take you to collect the metals. This is literally our last metal deposit on the map. We will be out of surface metals right after this. And we'll bring them over here. We do want to kind of pick up anything going down.
Has died.
Oof, okay. Well, we're only down 3, but we're now okay on food and okay on water. So I did leave myself in a good position to come back into this. I might play a little bit slower just to familiarize myself. Do I want to turn this on? That is the question. I do want the metals badly. How are we looking on... We need the concrete. This is the tough part. We're in kind of like a... We need things to solve the things we're having problems with, which is not a good place to be. To get concrete, or we need metals, but to get metals we need concrete, and we don't particularly have a good way. So I'll speed things up now, but we also want to solve our power problem for the future, but that also needs concrete too. We'll send you off. Alright, we're out of the danger for starving, but we do want to keep very close eye on food, and we probably will need to bring food back to our two pleasure domes. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but just thank you everyone who's made comments. You guys have been great. It's been pretty fun just hearing you guys, your playthroughs, hearing your comments. Are we close here for food? Yes, and we can convert these over into soybeans. We might have one little bit of starvation again while our crops are kind of getting up and we get enough people to run them. Even here, we're short. I want to prioritize the infirmaries. I think the reason why we're having trouble here is mostly people are a little crazy. They kind of want my head for all the disasters I have caused on this colony, so let's bring you away from those dust devils and unload the metals. We need 200 more concrete. I'm gonna let the concrete build up a bit before I turn on this mole hole.
Colonist has died.
Oof. Okay. Let's prioritize this drone hub too. I think it's out of range of that ion storm, so it should kind of help solve the problem here of not... Oh, now we're low on power. This is the other thing I was concerned about. Okay. Let's get another drone hub down here. And I can either put it here to like kind of cover both, but if I put it closer to the other option is to put it closer to the mole, and then it will get heated during the cold wave. I think I'll bring you down over here. We are definitely going to want more power. And I have a few Sterling generators put. I can also put stuff down here. This area needs metals. I should have brought some down. Do you have some? Yes. But you're also going to be automated. Are there metals up here we can bring down? Yes. There's actually a lot of metals up here. Oh, those are rare metals. We'll bring just a few down. Now, we are very short on metals. Okay. We will prioritize the drone hub. And we'll open up the third shift on the metal extractors. That should help. And we're also going to be low on water, but if we fix this, no, we're just going to be low on water. If we get this water extractor online, we should be good. So we need both of these things. Are you in range? Okay, yes you are. You just got the metals you needed from the transport. It's kind of nice to have both of these transports for just moving resources around. I'm gonna move concrete around too. Okay, we almost have this up. We'll have you... I'm just going to prioritize it to make sure it gets power. And throw in a few wind turbines. Kind of have them chained along here. Will be a little bit harder to hit. And I think down here we might want to throw down the Sterling generators. It's an area that's less likely to be hit. And
Resources are low.
we'll open it now while we are in a power. This also needs a few dumping sites down here because it is... We should also move up the priority of the water extractors. We don't need freezing and thirsty people.
We have a food shortage.
We do. It's mostly because we don't have water. Okay, you guys can steal the important resources, the advanced resources. We want to keep making sure we upgrade these. Move the concrete over so they can actually build those wind turbines. We have plenty of polymers. We want to make sure we're upgrading them right away. We almost are good on power. We probably want to look at another Moxie too. Do, do, do. Okay. Oh no. Oh, another event caused by renegades. Renegades is strained dome. A renegade issue has escalated within one of our domes. Probably because our security isn't running anymore. We don't have the people. A list of absurd and highly unpractical, not to mention impossible demands have been forwarded to you. If you fail to comply, they shall declare Anderson Dome, oh no, one of our more important domes producing all of our advanced resources, or in at least great amounts. We do have a backup in Anderson, or the Neil Swindell Dome. Independence from the rest of our colony. How that will happen, as they will very much, so much dependent on us for oxygen, water, and power, to say the least, is on us. Lie, we will comply. I've never actually had this event, truth be told, so give them time, they'll come around. Threaten to stop power to them. We will give them time to come around. They declare the dome to be independent colony on Mars. We have been stripped off all access to it. The dome, Andersonville, has gone rogue. Okay, that's really awkward for both Anderson and the colony, because Anderson doesn't produce enough food either. But we also need them to like work the farms in the other dome. Okay, wow, there are now 2 colonies on Mars. So that's a good news. uh, hmm. I don't know how that's going to
Funding
go.
received.
What about the metal extractor? Is that ours? Can I just not control the insides of it? That's very interesting. I do know the dome should come out back to us eventually. Let's use our cash. That's a more exciting thing to do. We do have spires in which we can buy. They're all kind of expensive. I do want another moisture vaporizer, just help with our water problem. That leaves us a little cash, and we'll bring it back. Okay, the answer is they stop working in other domes. Huh. That's not good on multiple levels. How are you guys on people? Do you have spare ones in which you can work other things like, a fungal farm or an outdoor ranch? The answer seems to be currently no, but you do have the space. Wow, we lost a lot of people.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay. You are getting another food deposit. Alright. We were good on food for a while. I'm going to remove this farm. We now don't have enough people to work on it.
A colonist has died.
I'm going to prioritize one of them. Oh, we don't even have anyone in this dome? You guys all moved out of the dome? Guys. That's a little bit awkward. If I prioritize it, will any of you come over? Huh. Huh. Well, food just became another big problem with us. I'm gonna get them all going again. We'll bring kind of the concrete over. The problem is we also don't have the people to work other buildings. This was most of our workforce. Alright, we did get another harvest in.
A
We'll
colonist has
speed
died.
things up. I'm sure it was from
A
starvation
colonist has
and
died.
dehydration. Oh, okay, okay. I thought I was leaving myself in a better position when I came back. It has not been true. We're very good on power again, but I do feel the need to put a few more. And if we are good on power, we can close these and save a little bit on maintenance. Though it does give us research. And actually, I found out on that breakthrough, you get the most research at 500, and then after 500, you have a heavy reduction in power past that. I was kind of looking up breakthroughs, and I saw that, and I thought it was kind of cool. I also did not keep track of my timer, and I don't know how long this is currently going. I think I'll stop it here for now. We have an independent dome, which is kind of cool. I thought we'd be better off on water and food, which I think we were going to be good on until our workforce for most of the colony kind of dipped out. I kind of need to give it some more thoughts on how to fix this. I do know when this one's not supporting the other dome, it is food positive. Maybe not with the spire, but we don't have that population currently. Uh, and we are looking really good on water. The next thing is a cold wave, so we should bump up power, especially spread it out. But I'm still very concerned about food. So, this was a very rambly episode, and I apologize. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, and I'm thank you for everyone sticking with it. I keep saying it, but it's just been a pleasure to be playing this game with you guys. So without further ado, this is Fenris Lycon and Shadow signing out. Sorry, there's just one funny point. Andersonville is actually the largest population on Mars. They outweigh both of our domes, so it's just I had to point that out. They might be the independent, but they're also now the largest body of by population on Mars. I thought it was funny. I had to point it out, even though I had ended up the video. So the real extra. See you guys.